Tell us the difference a whole year makes.
The difference of a whole year, it makes a lot. Like coming in last year in the summer, I feel like I had a lot to work on in a short amount of time, and I thank the coaches for trusting me in that short amount of time to be the guy that I had to be. And now just coming in, being able to have a full off season, is doing good for me so far.
You feel like a veteran now? Just your second year.
No. I still got some things to work at. So I don't think I'm a veteran just yet. Hopefully by next year I get to that point.
What are some of the things you wanted to work on coming out of last season, coming into this season?
The biggest thing was my footwork. I feel like my footwork lacked a lot in last year's season, but this spring I've been doing pretty good by focusing on my footwork and make sure my technique as well.
Kelvin, what did you do to be ready from the time that you kind of arrived on campus? Coach talked about your readiness and stuff. How did you prepare yourself to be ready to go as a freshman?
I feel like I just worked on my craft. I had one of the best coaches of all to do it to me is Coach Flood, and he was on me since day one, trying to get me to work, like I said, work on my technique, work on the little things. So I feel like those are the things that helped me the most prepare for that season.
Did you come in with the expectation that you would have an opportunity at the start? Was this a surprise to you at all?
Yeah. I feel like anybody coming in college as a freshman feels like they want to play, but it's all about the work you put in and how much you really want it. So I did not come in with the expectation thinking I had a spot. I came in thinking I had to work for my spot, and that over time, if I did work for it and I did better than the next person, I was going to eventually earn that spot.
What do you want to see from yourself in this offensive unit Saturday night in the spring game to that will reassure you guys that a lot of the work we've been putting in is paying off and we're on schedule?
Yeah, so far we've been doing pretty good in practices, being physical. So I feel like that's the main part of just being physical and knowing what to do would be I say for myself and as a whole line, as an O-line group would be the main two things we would be focused on.
What's been one of the bigger, more pleasant surprises from your perspective about the offense during spring workouts?
One of my pleasant surprises I would say is as much as Coach Sark, like his playbook, how much you can make one thing, a lot of things look like multiple. And that's a big surprise just coming from high school and where you run certain stuff and that's just it. He makes like one formation feel like it's like 80 formations.
Any of these new faces jump out to you? Running backs, receivers, quarterbacks?
Yeah, Cedric Baxter. I feel like he's coming along pretty good and he's doing pretty well for himself so far.
How long did it take you to all right, I can play this, I can do this?
I'll say Bama game. I feel like Bama game, it was like I'll start. First game of the season, I had rough patches, but I feel like when I got to Bama game, I felt like okay, it's kind of like a real test. I can see like what I can really do. Yeah. Even against other schools, I still like through the whole season, I felt like okay, this is what I need to work on. This is what I'm getting better at, and just there on from there, I'm just building more and more.
What do you remember about going against Will Anderson that day, and what does that do for your confidence to exit that game playing the way you did?
Will Anderson, he was a great player. Very, very explosive. He had a lot of things, a lot of good moves, a lot of explosiveness, and I just felt like if I win that game and just play football, really, I feel like a name for somebody is a name, and he is a great player. But I just feel like if I play football, stayed calm, and did all the stuff Coach Flood was teaching the whole line, I feel like I was going to come out okay.
Why were you able to excel as a true freshman when a lot of true freshmen can't do that?
Like I said earlier, I felt like technique was the biggest part. Anybody can go out there, throw their helmet around, hit people, but I feel like if you focus on the little things, like I said before, that would be the best. That's what helped me excel the best.
Kelvin, last year, I'm sure you heard this, Bijan told the story about being in the weight room and him trying to make a joke with you and you just kind of just mean-mugging him, staring down. Now, did Bijan add a little bit to that story?
Nah, he didn't, but like I think he did a little bit, but he didn't really. I think my natural face, I don't think it's like a little like a happy face. So I think he was kind of taking it like, he's like, what's wrong with this guy? But nah, I was definitely not like mean mugging him or mad at him. I just felt like that was my natural face.
But when you are working out, are you more serious, when you about your craft and your work at that point? So
Yeah, most definitely. When we're working, we're working. And it's always a time and place to play around, but obviously when we're getting work in, it's time to work.
Yeah, Kelvin, going here for Kelvin, going back to kind of what Kirk said, but even before you got in your games, I mean, do you remember a welcome to college moment, whether it was in practice, going up against somebody, when did it kind of hit you that this was the next level?
Yes, Barryn and Obi, they put me like the first coming in. You know what I'm saying? They gave me a lot of good looks, and I feel like those two guys helped me prepare myself for that, like for in-game situations. Because in practice, I'm going against these guys, and they're going full speed, 100% every play. So I feel like that helped me grow even further in-game and get prepared for other guys in-game.
Who's a guy who's coming up? Who's a guy who's coming up who maybe didn't start last year that you're liking his progress?
I say Cameron Williams. Big Cam, he's been progressing very well. He's been learning new things and techniques. He's just been doing very well, and hopefully he stays on track like he is now, and hopefully he does get a job in his play.
Coach Stark was raving about you yesterday. Did he tell you the same stuff he's telling us?
Nah, he don't. I mean, he don't try to tell his players because he don't want his players to get big head. So nah, he don't tell me that. He just tell me good job from here and there, and just keep working. That's all.
How would you self-evaluate your spring?
I would.
Yeah, how would you evaluate yourself?
I feel like I took my game to another level. Yeah, I feel like the game pretty much slowed down to me now. Like I'm understanding. I'm reading blocks, like pre-snap reads. I mastered all that down. So I'm just building on what I'm working. That's all.
You mentioned you as one of the top passers. Yeah. The hill. I mean, do you think yourself in that mode? Because your interior linemen aren't really.
I feel like I can pass rush. I feel like I'm all three downs. I can stop the run. I can pass. I can do whatever you want me to do. Whatever it takes to get the job done, I can do it.
Last year you were very disruptive, even with the limited staff that you had. Every time you was there, you were making plays. Can you talk about now stepping into that role of starter and filling that void? Did you put a little bit more? Okay, this is my show. I've got to do a little bit more this year.
Yeah, I feel like now it's a lot more on my plate because I was a backup behind Coburn, backing up Morrow and stuff like that. But now I feel like it's my time, so it's time to take over and show the world what I can do.
Byron, are you in and out of nose and three techniques?
Yeah, I play 0 nose, 2 eye, and a 3, pretty much. Yeah.
Byron, Coach Sark said he feels like this team is his kind of team that he's ready to take it to the next level. What have you seen this spring? What are some early indications about what y'all can do?
Man, I'll just say the way we communicate now, like from both sides of the ball, where we at right now from a physical standpoint, a mental standpoint, I feel like he's right about what he's saying. Like, this is his team. I also feel like that as well. Like, I feel like, and then the team, the bond we have with each other, like everybody cool with each other. Everybody trying to help each other get each other better every day, and I feel like that's what it's all about. That's what it takes to build a good team, make a great team. So, yeah.
How would you assess where the line is now? It's you, Tavondre, you got Ethan, Barryn over there. Like, how do you feel like the line's been doing this spring?
I feel like we've been doing pretty good. I feel like we just got to, of course, keep working and get better at our craft. But I feel like we got a couple guys that can pass rush and stop the run me as well. Like Tavondre, I feel like he's gonna be a big factor this year, helping out. Barryn Sorrell, Burke, all the guys, all of them guys.
How's Sweat different this year?
Sweat. Well, I feel like Sweat. Of course, he got better also at his technique, stopping the run, pass rushing. Also a big key. He pursuing to the ball. Like running to the ball, just showing how he can move and how athletic he is. I feel like he got better at that.
Who would you say is like the nastiest offensive line? Who do you hate to go up against?
The nastiest right now, I'll probably say Cam Williams. Cam Williams nasty. Yeah. I like he physical, he tough.
Yeah.
He talks smack. We both, we get at each other between the whistle and after the play a little bit, yeah. But that's my guy, though. I feel like he the nastiest one.
What are you seeing from Alfred Collins and Vernon Brock?
I feel like both of them guys, they coming along too. I feel like they're gonna help out a lot this year. They getting better every day. They working every day too, just like me. So I feel like them guys gonna play a big role this year too.
Sark talked about wanting to affect the passer more this year and get into those guys. From a pass rush perspective, what are you seeing from not only from you guys on the interior, but the edge guys with Ethan and Barryn? What are you seeing as far as you guys getting to the quarterback?
I feel like them guys, they got a lot better at pass rushing since they've been working with PK. They also been working with Coach Bo as well, and I feel like Coach Bo really stepped their game up into pass rushing. He really helped them out a lot. So I feel like they're gonna come along this year as well too, far as pass rushing, especially Burt getting better, and Barryn he working, he's still working.
Byron, what's your height and weight?
Right now I'm 6'1", 300.
Is that what you want to play?
Yeah, that's what I'm at.
What'd you play at last year?
Last year I was like I want to say like 305. Yeah, around there. Yeah.
Who's a guy on defense who could surprise this year? Who maybe hasn't been a starter either?
I'm really not sure. It's just because guys, there's been a lot of guys making plays. So I really don't know.
Sark mentioned Anthony Hill as a pass rusher.
No, that dude, I like Hill. I feel like he can come in on third down, make some plays. I feel like he can rush the passer because he all over the place. He make plays. That's what he make plays on the ball. He know how to get to the quarterback. He active. I feel like that's what we need.
Is Jalen Ford, is he the leader of the defense?
Pretty much, yeah. Jalen Ford, yeah. He pretty much is the leader.
Is there anybody else like on that level?
I say Bug, Jaren Thompson. He get us hyped up a lot. I feel like he's a leader on the defense as well.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like all the veteran guys, we all leaders.
The guys up front, who's probably the most vocal of your group? Who's going to say, hey, do this or do that?
I say me and T Sweat, me and J Sweat. We leading our guys right now. I feel like we leading in the right direction as well.
How excited are you to, guys get out into the spring game in front of the crowd, what you get to give people kind of a preview of what to expect?
I'm very excited. I feel like because we got new guys on the team. I feel like getting the fans out here just to showcase what we got this year, just showcase a little bit of what we got this year. I'm very excited though.
What do you have this year? What kind of team you gonna have?
I said explosive, physical, smart, and just a bunch of guys that know how to execute.
What's your favorite part about spring training right now? What's for you?
My favorite part is I say working on my craft. As far as just working on my technique and understanding the game and just trying to be a better player each and every day.
How bad does this team want a Big 12 championship?
We want it real bad. That's the goal. That's one of our main goals. Yeah.
Feel like it's y'all's time?
Say it again?
Feel like it's y'all's time?
Yeah. We feel like this it right here.
How do you guys feel like you look at the scrimmages? How does the defense perform? Where are some areas where you guys maybe want to work on a little bit?
Say it again?
In the scrimmages, where do you think the defense has sort of excelled, and where are some areas that you guys want to work on a little bit?
I feel like we should. After scrimmages, I feel like we all got to work on something. That's exactly how I feel every day. It don't matter how good we did. It's always something. Always that little piece that we can all get better at. So I just feel like everywhere.
And from the other side, what are you seeing from the offense, from your side?
I'm seeing a lot from the offense. I feel like, as far as Quinn looked totally different this year. I feel like he like his maturity and the way his body look now, the plays that he just making, like he's smart. And our receivers, I just feel like the offense everybody on the same page. That's how I feel.
Who's won most of the scrimmages, offense or defense?
Defense.
You being real?
Yeah,
right.
Defense.
Would Sark say that too?
I don't know. He'll probably say otherwise, bro. Defense all the way.
Any of the running backs standing out?
I love Red. Savion Red, I love Red. But I feel like all the backs looking good to me. But the one that's standing out to me the most is Savion Red.
Why?
I like the way he run. He run angry. He play angry all the time. He bring a lot of juice, a lot of energy. He make me want to practice harder. So I feel like that's the type of teammate I need out there with me on the field.
He probably got a lot of wiggle, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Make people miss.
Yeah, he nice. I like him.
Barryn, how would you say spring's gone, and how, where have you made the most improvement?
I'd say spring was a very positive thing for me. Returning off a big year last year, I had a lot of film, so I knew what I wanted to work on, and we get a lot of practices to work on it. So I'd say I've been working on my pass rush, being more consistent in that, bringing the pass rush into Texas, and I think I've done pretty good at that, and I'm proud of my progress.
What do you expect to see in the spring game Saturday? Like all these workouts, now this kind of the cap. What's fans going to see out of you?
Just like I said, that consistency in the pass rush. I definitely want to establish myself as a pass rusher this year, and doing more than what I did last year. I know I could stop the run, but I also want to open my game up on the other side and just showing what I could do in the game.
You got a goal in mind for his sacks?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to hit double digits. I hit 6, 5.5. Got to get 10. Got to.
Where is the improvement? Where you just like getting off blocks, first step? What would you say the biggest improvement?
The biggest thing from
You're already wreaking havoc.
But the biggest thing, like you said, I'll say just the technical work, getting off blocks. I had to get off, but I just definitely want to be more consistent in getting off blocks and keep people's hands off me.
What are you seeing from the guys that are looking to replace, Keandre, Morrow, some of the guys that you lost last year?
We're looking good. We definitely got some guys that's, obviously been playing like Murph. We all know Murph's a problem. Sweat, we already know what he could do. We got guys like Vernon, AC, that's been working, that's just been in the program, that has experience. But, we expect big things from all of them. We all know what to expect from each other.
Yeah, Byron said he's pretty vocal out there. What is he like on the field?
He's a force. We all know that. I've been knowing that since my freshman year, coming in with him, just knowing what he could do. But, when he's on the field, especially playing with him.
What's your favorite part about spring training? Is there an aspect of it that you like most?
I'd say just the ability to, being able to get better, since you have practices and you have meetings the next day, you have a day off, so you're always able to see what you did the last practice and then go off of that to come out better the next practice.
Who's won the most scrimmages, defense or offense? Be honest.
I say, we really haven't been it hasn't been like a score type of thing. It's just more like we do plays and then we'll compete. We have our one little period red zone lockout, and that's been going both ways, both weeks. So,
Coach Sark, if he had to say who won, who would he say this spring?
Like I said, we've been going back and forth. So,
yeah.
We don't really put a score up on the scrimmage. We just do red zone lockouts.
Yeah.
So.
Who do you find yourself matched up with maybe the most in practice, one offensive lineman? And how's that going, that matchup?
It's definitely been Banks and Christian Jones. I've been rotating both because, you don't always go against the same person every game. So I definitely want to work against both of them. Christian being the older guy, just being that he played a lot of people. So, just knowing his experience. And then KB, a young person coming in, has a lot of skill. He's definitely been getting the best out of me, and I've been helping him get better on what he can do.
Who's pushing you, or who, other than yourself, who stood out to you as a pass rusher?
I should definitely say Murph. Even though he's an interior guy, just his violence with his hands. We always talking. In between reps, in between practices, just about what I could do better and what he could do better. So, I definitely say Murph has been pushing me.
If you had one superpower, what would it be?
One superpower.
What would you say your superpower is?
My superpower. I'd definitely say strength. I'd definitely say strength for my size, and just being strong.
Murph was raving about Savion Red. What do you see in him and his transfer to running back?
He's a very tough runner. He's gonna get vertical, and whenever he can, he's gonna drop his head and try to make the ball go forward.
How's Ethan Burke looked on the opposite side?
Ethan's been good. He's a young guy coming in, but what you look for from those young guys, just looking for him to be able to improve, and him always asking me after practice in between reps what he could do better. That's all you really look for a young guy. You're not gonna come in and know everything, but if you just keep asking around and keep trying to improve, that's all you could really ask for.
Jalen Ford came on like gangbusters. Who's this year's Jalen Ford?
Who's this year Jalen Ford? Just, I mean, I really don't know if I guess you could kind of say Murph, but I mean, we all know Murph, but I mean, just him being able to get to that starting role, I definitely think he's gonna blow up this year.
You could have said yourself.
I mean, well, yeah, I guess myself. Yeah, I guess myself.
What are you looking forward to the most on Saturday?
On Saturday, I guess I'll say, I mean, we're looking how we've been looking for Burke this year. I mean, as the spring been going on, I'm definitely excited to see what Burke can do on the opposite edge. I mean, you know, as a defensive line, it's just not one person. So, I mean, we're looking for that final, you know, piece. And, I mean, I'm excited to see what Burke can do Saturday and see what he can do in game.
You think Anthony Hill will start?
I definitely think he's working his way there. He's definitely a young kid that came in with a lot of skill, and he's one of those other guys, too, that he's asking around. He's asking about past experiences. What was this game like? And I mean, that's really, like I said, when you're a young guy and you see that a young person trying to get the extra edge on the other young guys that's not even worried about that, it helps him a lot in terms of, you know, being ready.
Two last ones for Barryn. What stands out about Hill's game? Like Sark mentioned him as a guy who's pass rushing pretty well.
He plays fast. He plays very fast. You know, when you're young, it's easy to get in there and be all decisive and nervous, but he goes with something and he sticks with it. He plays very fast.
Y'all gonna have any more freedom on Saturday to get to the quarterback? Are they gonna let you give him a little shove or anything?
No, the quarterbacks are untouchable. They're untouchable, but we'll definitely be trying to get there though.